Welcome to the Stock Jumpers orientation on how to read a jump report. And my name is Andy, and I'm the general manager here, and wanted to thank you for taking a look. And I have on the screen here a jump report that we sent out to our members on August 5th. And I've got my drawing pad here today, so bear with me if my handwriting looks bad, but I want to point out the important things about a jump report and take a couple minutes to go over what it looks like to have a good jump report and that does everything we said it's going to do, and then one that didn't do exactly what it wanted to, and some ways to navigate those trades. So without further ado, if you look right here on the screen, we have Herbalife. So right here is our Herbalife scheduled for release after market close. So there's a couple important areas I'm going to go over. This right here is the date that we sent out the report, which is August 5th. And then the schedule for release date is right here, the 5th. And this is an aftermarket close. So right here on the 5th of August, seeing that's aftermarket close, the report comes out the same day that the event is happening. If this was a before market open, it would say August 6th. So just something to look out for. Right here, this just goes over some facts about the company, some history. This is just a section that we put together. Says what it did last quarter, what estimates are doing, did it beat last quarter, how its revenue is doing, is it up for the year, is it down for the year, what's it trending overall for the last little bit. Here's a really important part that we like to go off of, and this is what's really important for the stock jumpers, is the jump zones right here. So this is the last 3 quarters jump zones. If you look right here, it's quite the mover. Herbalife is huge. It moves in one direction, 21% one quarter, 10.1% the next quarter, and then 21.9% the next quarter after that. So I mean, talk about one that if you get it right, it's a phenomenal jump and one way to make a ton of money. So there's an example. These are some really cool facts. This gives you an idea of what it's going to do or what it's done. So if you look below, this is some estimates, what people are thinking. Whispers says it's going to be 1.19, 123 estimized consensus, and then Wall Street thinks it's going to do not so great. Wall Street always thinks everything is going to not do so well either. And this is right here. This is a really, 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 really important part. If we ever give an expletive right here, our analysis, this is very important along with these, and we'll go into those in a second. So it says the stock jumpers trajectory analysis has the market initial movement as a sell move, which may be due to a lack or maybe due to being overbought for the prior news, and will rebound after the bounce. This is a two-trade play, down for a few percent, and then up. So trade smart. So there's some really important parts I want to show you right here. I got my highlighter out, and if you look right here, a few percent and two-play trade. And also, as you can see right here, we've given you a couple arrows. So that being said, let's look at this. What we're seeing in this trade is that it's two plays, so that means you're going to have a sell move and then a buy move, and to really look out for the first few percent. So in the stock jumpers auto trade world, we always talk about a 5-5 strategy. That means that this is going out, the 5-5 goes out the window. So this is where you're just going to go in for a couple percent and do that. And then if you look right down here, this also shows the 52-week moving average, the shares per day traded. We always want to be above that 1 million shares per traded minimum, and the market cap, the beta, that's a really good one to look at, how it's going to move. And then the stock jumpers volatility ranking. This is what we rank it on, what we think it's going to move, what it's done in the past, and what we think it is. So 5 is the highest and 1 is the lowest. It's very hard to get a 5, but Herbalife always likes to be that 5 for us. So what I want to do actually is I'm going to create a new little screen for you real quick. I'm going to show you the other side of that trade and show you what happened. So 1 second. We're going to I'm going to pull that chart for everyone. So as you can see here on this trade window that I've given you, I've already done a little bit of drawing on this one for everyone, so I'll be able to just point out what we've done. This is an hour before market close. We said to enter we always say enter the trade about an hour to a half hour before the market closes. So we're going to enter our sell trade right here. That's our first trade, as I've notated right there. As we said, a few percent right here. This whole window right here, if you look from about 15:30, which is half hour before close, to close right here, that's 2.7% move down to the low right here at 49. So what we would have done right there is we would have captured our couple percent profit like we said, exited our trade, entered our buy, and gone in. This is all within the matter of 15 minutes after close too, and this is our hour before. So you start the trade off, here's an hour and 15, hour and a half, right around here. The cool thing about Stocks Numbers is you're in and out, so we've entered our buy order right here, and within 15 minutes we hit our 8.1% first initial height, and some people who were trading it auto trade would have gotten out. Our 5% take profit would have triggered right here, and for those who would have stayed in on this trade actually took off for a 21% jump move in the beginning. So a phenomenal move, and that's an example of how to read a jump report, and an example of a good one. Well, thanks for taking the time, and we'll see you on the next jump.